I'm a big Caitlin Clark fan. I watched the Iowa versus West Virginia game. I am disgusted. There was a big free throw discrepancy. Iowa shot 30 free throws versus West Virginia's 5 free throws. What bothers me the most was the inconsistency. If you're gonna call tic-tac fouls, call them both ways and I'd have no problem. If you're gonna ref the game like that, fine. The game was tied 3 minutes left in the fourth quarter and the refs called 11 fouls in the last 3 minutes of the game on West Virginia. They called 17 total fouls in the fourth quarter alone on West Virginia. They didn't call anything on Iowa. There was a moving screen where Caitlin Clark elbowed a girl and no call. She jumped into a three-pointer, which was obvious travel, no call. Anytime her teammates ran to the basket, automatic foul.
Free throws! Did you see this? It was tied with 3 minutes to go. Committed 11 fouls in a game, and West Virginia, that was an incredible disgrace.
I understand Caitlin Clark is the best thing to happen in women's basketball, maybe even women's sports period in a long time, maybe if of all time. But you gotta let it happen organically. That was like watching WWE. It's clear that it felt like a fixed match. Sports are supposed to be legitimate. There's not supposed to be an outcome of who is supposed to win the game. And I'm a huge supporter of women's sports. It's UFC that got me really into women's sports. And then I've always enjoyed watching women's sports, but this has turned me off from, if you're just gonna just hand her the championship then, if you're not gonna ref the game evenly. 3 points off of free throws versus 25 points when there was obvious calls, no calls on Iowa. If you don't want to call the push off, that I'm totally fine with that. They didn't call the push off on Jordan, but the traveling, the elbow during screens, the moving screens,